All right, hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous videos, we have discussed in the OpenCV contribution slash OpenCV series, we have already touched upon on how we are where we are focusing on how to build OpenCV from source, how to get started. Now, of course, I'll quickly talk about what is my goal, right? So, right now, what I wanted to build was something like this, which is essentially you have a input file or a stream as well in the future, but for now we'll focus on the file. What you should be able to do is you should be able to do this as it is, where you have a method called track, which essentially should track the particular bounding box that is observed at this particular frame throughout the video and apply this particular callable. Now think about this, that in a video of multiple people walking into a monument, there was a person who was someone like you want to focus more on, or you want to straighten the face, you want to do something on that particular face throughout the video. Now how do you do that is, right, generally you look for that particular frame where he appeared. Then you track the bounding box, you track that particular face throughout the video, and you apply a particular method, right? In a simple way, if you look at this script.py as an example, you have a file that you're trying to open. What you do is you read each frame one by one, and then you apply, let's say, a resize method, or you want to blur everything out, right? What you can eventually do over here is you can take a bounding box, then you apply this particular function on the top of it, then merge these two things, then write to the output file, right? So these things are complicated, and it's always going to be useful if you have that in the source code itself. That's our goal. So let's see if we could do that. And I've already made some progress here. We will go through this. In the video we were talking about um, this particular thing, right? So this is the file where we are right now. Now, of course, this video capture within OpenCV has like multiple implementations of it. It's like of it. So CV capture FFmpeg is one of them, right? So if you just try to possibly like look for this one, right? So as you can see, like on the right, you will see, okay, it has open, close, get property, set property, grab frame, retrieve HW frame, rotate frame, init, seeks, track, and so on and so forth, right? So what I've done is, I'm imagining that, okay, I have a track method which takes a callable, right? This is just my way to add a callable here. It takes int64t, which is essentially a frame number, and these are the bounding boxes. I haven't really defined a structure as such for the bounding boxes because I did not want to. All right, so it's something I thought, okay, I can skip doing for now and keep it simple. That imagine it takes in a way that it could be x1 y1 x2 y2, or in any way that I want, right? So this could be as simple as that. We can eventually get to that. Right now, what I wanted to do here is like track, take the bounding box coordinates, input frame number, callable, right? Again, the same way, this is the implementation of it. And now over here, important thing is, see, very first time you need to validate whether this input frame number is, even in the get total frames, right? So how I was looking at, okay, these things, like for example, what is packet or data, what is AV packet and all. So what I ended up doing was, I can start something for you all. Yeah, so this is what I will do. This is essentially the script that you saw before. It reads the video file right now, everything else is commented out. What we will do is set breakpoint pending on, right? And then we will say, okay, why don't you break on this particular file, which is cap ffmpeg impl.hpp, and then you have a particular, so I am aware that they have a graph frame over here, right? So what I can do is I can just ask it to break at 1640 line number. It says breakpoint one pending. You can ignore this one. We haven't really started it yet, so it hasn't loaded any SO files as well, right? So once this starts up, right, whenever it's trying to read this particular file, it will come over here. It will hit the breakpoint, just how you hit breakpoint in Python, right? You just type this and that works. So it's somehow similar to what we wanted to do. And given like the Python bindings we're talking about here, like the source code is in C++ and all of these things, so let's just wait for it to be able to quickly do that for me. I can check. Yeah, okay. Yeah, over here, what do we have? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Why do I have breakpoint here? Okay, yeah, this is bad. So just 1 second. Maybe something is wrong over here. So we do have cv2.video capture, cv2.video, right? Oh yeah, we are not reading the frame, right? So my bad, right? So this is fine, right? So what we can do over here is set breakpoint pending on break, again the same thing that we were doing, cap input.hpp was line number 1640, run. So this time it should hit the breakpoint. There you go, right? So if I do ty enable, which is going to show me the code, and I can scroll down. Right now we are here, it's the breakpoint here, right? So what I can do is I can do next, right? And you can see all the values just by doing p raw seek, which is equivalent to print raw seek, right? And what I'm like, so when you look at this function, right? So you can also do BT5, by the way, so you will know where is it coming from. So grab frame is called from CV grab frame FFmpeg, which is here, which is being called from this, which is being called from here, right? Okay, so these things are there. Now, what's more important is for you to understand uh, this grab frame is essentially doing what, right? This grab frame is trying to read the video for that particular frame, and you will see that, okay, it has this packet object, which is essentially where the data is being stored, okay? And in these things are like best done by reading the code itself. Like what I personally did was, like as an example, what I did was I just continued, and when I came back here, what I realized that you can see it already has some data, right, which was from the first capture. You can see duration is 1 so far, right? And if I just to continue again and I do p, so I just do next for once and I do p packet, you can see that we are continuously moving forward, if I'm not wrong. Should be, yeah. PTS is increasing. I think there's a frame. There was a frame count number as well, by the way. So yeah, there you go, right? So there's a frame number equal to 0. So this is a particular handling I found that they had for the first frame. So if I just print it out, you're at the third frame right now, right? So it kind of shows up what we want from here. So I mean, we don't need to go further. What we wanted from here, we already got it. So we should not go too much in detail. Let's go back to track, right? Yeah, there you go, right? Now, what I did was I understood, okay, so we do have this variable input frame number. We can check get total frames, which should give me the total frames that the video has, right? And what I can do is if it's greater, then we just return for now, later on, raise a helpful exception. Now seek input frame number, what it's going to do is it's going to grab frame for that particular frame, right? And it's going to store everything into that particular packet object, right? So this will give me the packet. By this time, the packet will be populated with the data that you want for this frame number. And at this point, all you need to do is you need to apply this callable, right, for the packet.data object. Now you need to see, of course, this what does it really support. In that case, it should just take it as it is, which is a mat object in general, converted mat object, of course. But you of course need to crop packet.data um, with respect to vbox calls that you have got, right? And then you will essentially be passing that object to the callable or something else, right? Or just kind of narrow it down to the particular bounding box, apply the callable, then merge, right? So these things you can do, and then we will just try to return or populate the packet again, see something on that sort, right? Of course, right now this builds successfully. Um, just FYI, it will work. I think I already tried building it once, so I'll not lie. What I have done additionally is I was trying to, yeah, I was trying to add this to, mm, mm, not this one. Have I not done that already? Yeah, over here. right? So this is important, and the reason this is important is, by the way, this is successful, right? So what you need to do is cap interface.hpp. You already have this. Yeah, okay. On the right, if you just see, you do have a video capture base class, right? So these are like all the methods it should support. Similarly, you should have for iVideo capture, right? Where what I've done is I've added this particular track method which takes the callable, and the reason is so that it's otherwise if it's not there, then you can't really access it as a base class, and which is what I wanted to do. It should be in the base class. We will see, like we will further, like it's not the end of the world. It's not the start of the world as well, of course. We are still getting started, so it's going to take some time for us to figure out if this is the right way, but I just wanted to quickly cover where we are at right now, and I hope this video is helpful for everyone to quickly start off, understand where the code lives, how does it work. There's so many things. We do stream at times, so feel free to join our Twitch channel, or just watch these recordings on YouTube. All right. Thank you so much. This was Kushash Ravi Shimali. You were on my YouTube channel. Hope you like the content. If you like the content, please make sure that you like and subscribe. Ta-da! Bye bye.